we definitely see it as one of the futures of medicine, and the FDA has realized that, pharma has realized that, our strong patent has already blocked, pharma from trying to come to the table with a similar type of product. And so, everybody recognizes this technology has a ton of potential in terms of delivering other molecules, right? Other dipeptides and other things that fit the same molecular weight profile that we've been able to already show evidence to deliver to date. There's also off-patent drugs from pharmaceutical, like Rogaine, for example, could be repatented with our delivery method and give them another 20 years. So there's the potential for licensing. In terms of our own products, I can't say too much about it, guys, but I would say this. Yes, we already have developed quite a few different products in entirety from cosmetic lines. I mentioned the equine product, which is still an entity in existence. And then we're also going to be moving more into the health and wellness space with other products that will enable us to study more in the scientific research on all the conditions that we talked about, like diabetic neuropathy, fibromyalgia, things of that nature, chemotherapy-induced neuropathy, general pains. We're definitely going into that space with different products. And so the timeline for all of that is up to our corporate team. Those guys have a great plan. That's well above my pay grade. But just know that we are in the lab and we are working really hard to find different ways to not only bring new products to the market that we've already developed, we have quite a few actually, but also how we can improve the current formulation. We're right now in the planning stages for research studies where we're going to replace different things within the formulation to see if we can improve it even better with some of the skin prep agents and kind of find even more natural versions of what we have that's natural. So our focus is always, we're looking at 1, 3, 5, and 10 years down the road. What we've achieved so far is the same level of evidence and operational status as a pharmaceutical company, but with an all-natural product with no known side effects, the first of its kind, FDA approved, Health Canada approved, patents in 47 countries, with however many pending, it's the too good to be true situation. And that's why it's taken us 15 years, to close that out and to follow up, the line of questioning. That's why more people haven't heard about us, because we needed to make sure we were protected. And so that now is in place. We have all of the evidence chain that we wanted to be able to bring this to a consumer market and say, look, we are really different. We are doing these things nobody's ever done before. And that is pretty crazy in its claims. So guess what? Here's the science for you guys. Oh, and it's really safe. The FDA has already approved it. Here, look, we're an OTC. We've got all this stuff. We've checked off all those boxes. Typically, when you find that, it comes with a list of side effects that ends up on a TV commercial in the United States because we're weirdos, one of 3 countries in the world that allows pharma to advertise on our TVs. But for those of us that have to see that, we all know you're going to get Lyrica or whatever it is that you're going to get. You're also going to come with migraines and, bleeding from this or that and all this other stuff. So, we've been able to obviously avoid all of that stuff, but still provide the vast benefits through general health and wellness and sports performance that pharma can't do, hasn't been able to do, and nobody else has been able to do on the performance side either. And so that's essentially what has separated us through our evidence chain, how we operate, and what our future is going to be with the products that we will bring to market.